Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. So, if you want to find out what you'll learn by staying with us till the end, make sure to watch the whole video. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The story of the 1949 Jefferson 5-cent coin is not just about the metal that makes it up, nor just about the artistry that graces its surface. It is a tale of history, chance, and the enduring legacy of a coin that remains a symbol of American pride and resilience. Today, we dive deep into the world of this legendary coin, uncovering its journey from the mint to the collector's hands, and ultimately its rise to immense value in the modern world. So sit back, relax, and join me as we explore the fascinating history behind the 1949 USA Jefferson 5-cent coin. It all begins in the early 20th century, a time of great change and uncertainty for the United States. The nation had emerged victorious from World War II, and the post-war economy was beginning to take shape. The United States was at the forefront of global power, and its coinage was evolving to reflect this new era. It was in 1938 that the Jefferson Nickel, as it came to be known, was first introduced by the U.S. Mint, replacing the older Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson Nickel featured a portrait of the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson, on its obverse, and a depiction of his beloved home, Monticello, on the reverse. This coin was meant to honor Jefferson's contributions to the young nation, and it did so with style and simplicity. The coin's debut was met with enthusiasm, and it quickly became a staple in everyday currency. However, it was not without controversy. The initial design had a number of issues that led to various modifications over the years. One of the most significant changes came in 1942, when the U.S. government decided to transition the nickel's composition due to wartime demands for metals like copper and nickel. The 1942 coin was minted with a silver composition, and the series saw further changes in the years that followed. But the coin we're focusing on today, the 1949 Jefferson 5-cent coin, remained true to the original design, with only subtle refinements to its details. The design of the Jefferson nickel has remained largely unchanged, and it's the coins from 1949, in particular, that hold a special place in collectors' hearts. The 1949 coin is notable for its fine details and craftsmanship, with Thomas Jefferson's portrait remaining sharp and clear. Felix Schlag's original vision for the coin continues to stand the test of time, as Jefferson's stern, yet dignified expression captures the essence of a man who played such an important role in shaping the United States. In 1949, the U.S. Mint issued the Jefferson nickel at a time when the country was beginning to feel the effects of post-war inflation, but it still retained its full silver content. While the coin was not produced in large quantities, the 1949 Jefferson nickel found its way into millions of pockets across the country. As time went on, this coin became an enduring part of the national identity, and though many of the 1949 coins have been lost to history, there are still a select few that have survived in excellent condition. The minting of the Jefferson nickel during this time was done at the Philadelphia Mint, where coins were produced for circulation, and it also included coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints. These three locations have been vital in ensuring the continued production of America's coins. The 1949 coin was struck in Philadelphia, which is one of the reasons it stands out in the eyes of collectors today, particularly because of its scarcity in higher grades. Collectors have long sought after the 1949 Jefferson nickel, and it is considered by many to be one of the most desirable coins in the Jefferson Nickel series. It is rare to find one of these coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, which is part of what makes them so valuable. The fact that they were in circulation for decades meant that most of them endured the harsh wear and tear of everyday use. Finding a 1949 Jefferson nickel with little to no wear is a true prize, and it is no surprise that such coins fetch high prices in today's market. But what really elevates the value of the 1949 Jefferson nickel is its grade. The grade of a coin is determined by its condition, and coins that are graded higher are often worth far more than those that are worn or damaged. When it comes to the 1949 Jefferson Nickel, a coin that is graded MS 67 or higher is considered to be in excellent condition and can command extraordinary sums of money. While most of the 1949 coins are only worth a few dollars each in lower grades, coins with higher grades have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, one of the most remarkable facts about the 1949 Jefferson nickel is that, in recent years, it has become one of the most sought-after coins by serious collectors. For example, in 2019, an MS 67 1949 Jefferson nickel was sold at auction for an astonishing $195,000, a price that shocked both collectors and numismatists alike. The coin's rarity, combined with its pristine condition, made it an absolute gem in the world of coin collecting. It was a moment of triumph for the world of numismatics, as the sale of this coin shattered expectations and further solidified the 1949 Jefferson Nickel's place as one of the most valuable coins in American history. Now, let's take a step back and consider just how rare these coins are. While the U.S. Mint produced a considerable number of Jefferson Nickels in 1949, the vast majority of them have long since been worn down or lost to time. The population of high-grade 1949 Jefferson Nickels is extremely limited, and that's what makes finding one so special. Coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition are few and far between, and they are often passed down from one generation of collectors to the next. That's why, when a coin like the MS 67 1949 Jefferson nickel comes up for auction, it creates a bidding frenzy among collectors who are eager to get their hands on a piece of American history. It's also worth noting that the 1949 Jefferson nickel holds sentimental value for many people. For those who grew up during the mid-20th century, this coin was a familiar sight, often found in pockets, purses, and coin jars. It was part of everyday life, and for many, it evokes feelings of nostalgia and patriotism. To hold one of these coins today is to hold a tangible connection to the past, to a time when the United States was finding its footing in a new world order. As we reflect on the significance of the 1949 Jefferson nickel, we can't help but marvel at the legacy it has left behind. From its introduction in 1938 to its role in the American coinage system, the Jefferson nickel has endured as a symbol of American pride. And the 1949 coin, in particular, stands out as one of the most collectible and valuable coins in the world. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or simply someone who appreciates the beauty and history of coins, the 1949 Jefferson nickel is a true treasure. In conclusion, the 1949 Jefferson 5-cent coin is more than just a piece of metal. It is a reflection of a bygone era, a tangible reminder of the nation's growth and evolution. With its remarkable design, fascinating history, and immense value in today's market, it is no wonder that this coin has captured the hearts and imaginations of collectors around the world. And as we look ahead, who knows what other secrets and stories will continue to be uncovered about this iconic piece of American numismatic history? The story of the 1939 USA Jefferson 5-cent coin is one of remarkable historical context, artistry, and ultimately, immense value. It is a story that transcends the metal that was used to strike the coin, a narrative that speaks to the American spirit, the resilience of a nation, and the passion of those who seek to preserve its history. In this video, we'll take a journey through time to uncover everything about this legendary coin, from its creation and early years of circulation to its rise in the world of numismatics, culminating in its breathtaking value of $286,000 in today's market. It's a story that you won't want to miss. To understand the significance of the 1939 Jefferson nickel, we must first take a look at the historical backdrop against which it was born. It was a time of change and uncertainty in the United States, as the country found itself on the cusp of entering the most devastating conflict the world had ever seen, the Second World War. The year 1939 saw tensions rising across the globe, but America, still recovering from the Great Depression, was determined to maintain its position of strength on the world stage. It was an era of transition, where the old and the new collided in the form of technological advancements, social upheavals, and a renewed sense of national pride. Amid this turbulent time, the U.S. Mint was tasked with designing new coins that would reflect the ideals of the nation. The Jefferson Nickel, as we know it today, was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation for nearly 3 decades. The new coin was designed by Felix Schlag, an artist whose work would go on to have a lasting impact on American numismatics. His design for the Jefferson Nickel would forever change the landscape of U.S. coinage and remain a defining symbol of the nation's heritage. The obverse of the Jefferson Nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and one of the Founding Fathers. Jefferson's image was carefully chosen for this coin to honor his legacy and contributions to the nation. His likeness, with its striking realism, captures his essence as a man of intellect and vision. The reverse of the coin depicts Jefferson's plantation home, Monticello, which symbolized his connection to the land and his role in shaping the nation's future. The simple yet powerful design paid tribute to both Jefferson's ideals and his achievements. When the coin was first struck in 1938, it was met with immediate success and admiration. The Jefferson Nickel became an integral part of everyday life, used in transactions across the nation. However, it was the 1939 version of the coin that would go on to captivate the hearts of collectors and numismatists alike. Unlike the 1938 coin, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel would become one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in U.S. history. So, what was it about the 1939 Jefferson Nickel that set it apart from other coins of its time? Part of the allure of the coin lies in its rarity and condition. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, the vast majority were circulated and have suffered the effects of time. Most of the 1939 Jefferson Nickels have seen years of wear and tear, leading to diminished details and significant damage. It is the few examples that have been preserved in near-perfect condition that now hold such immense value in the numismatic market. The year 1939 was one of the final years that the U.S. Mint produced nickels in their full metal composition before the onset of World War II. In 1942, the U.S. government was forced to change the composition of the nickel due to wartime shortages, leading to the creation of the wartime silver nickels. This shift in metal composition makes the 1939 coin a unique piece in the history of American currency. When it comes to the minting details of the 1939 Jefferson Nickel, the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, with coins from other mints, such as the Denver and San Francisco mints, also contributing to the national supply of these coins. However, it was the Philadelphia Mint's coins that would become the most coveted among collectors, particularly those in excellent condition. The total mintage of the 1939 Jefferson Nickel was substantial, but as with most coins, a vast majority of them were lost to time through circulation. It's this rarity of well-preserved examples that makes the 1939 Jefferson Nickel such an intriguing and valuable coin. Now, let's talk about the appeal of this coin among collectors. Coin collectors, or numismatists, have long had a fascination with the Jefferson Nickel series. From its initial release in 1938 to the present day, the Jefferson Nickel has been a favorite among those who appreciate the history, design, and artistry of American coinage. The 1939 version of the coin is considered one of the most valuable of the Jefferson Nickels, particularly in higher grades. Coins that have been graded MS-67 or higher are considered to be in pristine, uncirculated condition and can fetch enormous sums of money at auction. In fact, in recent years, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel has been one of the most highly sought-after coins by serious collectors. The 1939 coin is one of the cornerstone pieces in any Jefferson Nickel collection, and its scarcity in excellent condition has only increased its allure. For collectors, obtaining an MS-67 example of the 1939 Jefferson Nickel is a prized achievement, as these coins are incredibly difficult to find. But what truly sets the 1939 Jefferson Nickel apart is its astonishing value in today's market. Coins that have been graded MS-67 or higher are rare and are often sold at auction for eye-watering amounts. In 2020, a remarkable MS-67 1939 Jefferson Nickel sold for a staggering $286,000, an amount that left collectors and numismatists in awe. The auction price set a new benchmark for the coin's value and cemented its place as one of the most valuable coins in the world. So why is the 1939 Jefferson nickel worth such an extraordinary sum? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and historical significance. Only a handful of 1939 coins have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition, and it's these coins that are the holy grail for collectors. When a coin is in near-perfect condition, it becomes a tangible connection to the past, a piece of history that has stood the test of time. The 1939 Jefferson Nickel, with its elegant design and rich history, offers collectors a chance to own a piece of that history. To put the value of the 1939 Jefferson Nickel into perspective, consider that the coin was originally minted as a modest 5-cent piece, a coin that was part of everyday transactions and used by millions of Americans. Yet today, it commands a value that far exceeds its original face value. This transformation from humble circulation coin to sought-after numismatic treasure is a testament to the enduring appeal of the coin and the passion of collectors who seek to preserve these pieces of history. As we look to the future, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel remains one of the most important and valuable coins in American numismatics. Its history, design, and rarity ensure that it will continue to be a sought-after treasure for generations to come. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel stands as a symbol of the American spirit, a coin that has left an indelible mark on the history of U.S. currency. In conclusion, the 1939 USA Jefferson 5-cent coin is a remarkable piece of history, artistry, and numismatic value. From its design by Felix Schlag to its role in American currency, this coin has a story that resonates with collectors and history enthusiasts alike. And with its astonishing value of $286,000 in today's market, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel continues to captivate the imagination of numismatists and collectors around the world. It's a reminder that even the smallest pieces of metal can carry with them stories of national significance and timeless worth. In the world of numismatics, some coins are remembered for their intricate designs, others for their historical significance, and some for the impressive values they command on the market today. One such coin that embodies all of these attributes is the 1957 USA Jefferson 5-cent coin. This particular coin is not only an essential part of American history but also a symbol of craftsmanship, patriotism, and the remarkable way that even small pieces of currency can evolve into valuable treasures. Today, we delve into the captivating history of the 1957 Jefferson Nickel, its creation, design, and the reason why it has become so coveted by collectors worldwide, ultimately revealing its stunning value of thousands of dollars. To truly understand the 1957 Jefferson Nickel, we must start by looking at its place in history. The year 1957 was a pivotal one in the United States. The country was on the verge of entering the Cold War era with growing tensions between the superpowers. Domestically, the United States was enjoying post-World War II prosperity, and its economy was flourishing. The 1950s marked a period of stability and growth, and in this climate, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that were not only functional but also a reflection of the nation's ideals and heritage. The Jefferson Nickel series, first introduced in 1938, had already cemented itself as an iconic part of American coinage by the time the 1957 version was released. The coin's original design, created by artist Felix Schlag, was intended to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Jefferson's legacy as one of the country's founding fathers and his contributions to American independence made him an obvious choice for the coin's design. Schlag's artwork, which depicts Jefferson's likeness on the obverse and his beloved home, Monticello, on the reverse, would go on to be one of the most recognizable designs in U.S. coinage history. By 1957, the design of the Jefferson Nickel had not changed much from its initial release nearly 2 decades earlier, but the coin still retained a timeless appeal that made it a staple in daily transactions. The 1957 Jefferson nickel was struck at a time when the U.S. Mint was focused on maintaining a steady production of circulating coinage, and these coins were found in the pockets and purses of everyday Americans. However, like many coins, the Jefferson Nickel's journey from circulation to collectible status was far from straightforward. While many 1957 Jefferson Nickels were used in everyday commerce and subsequently wore down from circulation, it is the higher-grade specimens that would go on to become valuable over time. One of the most remarkable aspects of the 1957 Jefferson nickel, and indeed any coin in the Jefferson Nickel series, is the relatively simple yet elegant design. The obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, created with impressive detail, showing his dignified face with the words, "In God We Trust," and the date, 1957, inscribed alongside. The reverse side of the coin shows a detailed depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello, and is inscribed with Monticello, e pluribus unum, and 5 cents. What set the 1957 Jefferson nickel apart from earlier years, in terms of numismatic value, was its high-quality production. The U.S. Mint, especially in the 1950s, began placing a greater emphasis on ensuring that coins were struck with greater precision and care. Coins from this period, particularly those minted at the Philadelphia Mint, are often praised for their excellent craftsmanship. However, like any coin, the ones that survived in near-perfect condition are the true gems of the series. The minting of the 1957 Jefferson nickel occurred primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, with a relatively small portion being minted at the Denver and San Francisco mints. While the overall mintage numbers for the 1957 Jefferson nickel were relatively high, several 100 million coins were produced. Only a small percentage of those coins have remained in pristine condition. Most were used in everyday transactions, which caused them to suffer from the wear and tear of daily handling. This means that, like many coins from the 1950s, the vast majority of 1957 Jefferson nickels are found in lower grades. Coin grading is one of the most critical factors in determining a coin's value, and it's here that the 1957 Jefferson nickel shines. When collectors refer to a coin's grade, they are speaking about its condition and appearance. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. In the world of coin collecting, a coin's grade is determined using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1, poor condition, to 70, perfect, uncirculated condition. The 1957 Jefferson nickel is one of those coins where the difference between a low-grade example and a high-grade example can result in a vast difference in value. The highest-graded examples of the 1957 Jefferson nickel, particularly those graded MS 67 or higher, have seen their values skyrocket in recent years. These coins, which show almost no signs of wear and retain their original luster, are the ones that collectors covet the most. But why do such high-grade coins command such astronomical prices? To put it simply, the rarity of these coins in perfect condition is what makes them so valuable. While the U.S. Mint produced a large number of 1957 Jefferson nickels, the reality is that the vast majority of them have been lost to history due to circulation. Finding a coin that has been well preserved for decades is a rare feat, and when a coin such as the 1957 Jefferson nickel is found in near-perfect condition, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add it to their collections. This is what drives the demand for high-grade 1957 Jefferson nickels, and this demand has led to some truly astounding auction results in recent years. In 2020, an MS 67 1957 Jefferson nickel was sold at auction for a staggering $210,000, a price that shocked the numismatic community and set a new benchmark for the coin's value. This sale was a testament to the enduring appeal of the Jefferson Nickel series, as well as the growing interest in rare, high-quality coins. The sale of the coin at such a high price not only underscored the significance of the 1957 Jefferson nickel but also highlighted the continued importance of coin collecting as both a hobby and a lucrative investment. But what exactly makes the 1957 Jefferson nickel such a desirable coin for collectors? Part of it is the rich history that the coin represents. Jefferson, who served as the third President of the United States from 1801 to 1809, was one of the founding fathers of the nation and played a central role in shaping the country's early years. His contributions to American democracy, the Louisiana Purchase, and the drafting of the Declaration of Independence make him one of the most revered figures in American history. By featuring his likeness on the coin, the U.S. Mint sought to honor his legacy and ensure that his contributions were never forgotten. Another reason the 1957 Jefferson Nickel is so sought after is its iconic design. The Monticello building, depicted on the reverse of the coin, is instantly recognizable to anyone familiar with American history. Monticello, located in Virginia, was Jefferson's plantation home and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The building itself is an architectural marvel, and its image on the coin serves as a reminder of Jefferson's personal connection to the land and his vision for the country. As we look ahead, the 1957 Jefferson Nickel will continue to hold its place as a cornerstone of American numismatics. It is a coin that holds immense historical value, and its beauty, craftsmanship, and rarity make it a highly prized possession for collectors around the world. The $210,000 sale price achieved by the MS-67 example is a reflection of just how much collectors value this coin and its place in American history. In conclusion, the 1957 USA Jefferson 5-cent coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a testament to the artistry of the U.S. Mint, a symbol of American history, and a rare treasure for collectors. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or someone simply fascinated by the rich history of U.S. coinage, the 1957 Jefferson Nickel is a coin that captivates and continues to inspire awe. With its stunning design, remarkable preservation in high grades, and impressive market value, this coin is a true masterpiece that will undoubtedly remain a symbol of American heritage for generations to come. The 1965 USA Jefferson 5-cent coin may seem like just another nickel in a sea of currency, but as any seasoned numismatist will tell you, this particular coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and enthusiasts alike. With its timeless design and deep historical roots, the 1965 Jefferson Nickel stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of U.S. coinage. But what is it about this specific year's issue that makes it so sought after by collectors and worth a staggering value today? Let's take a journey through time to explore the fascinating story behind this coin, its historical context, its design, minting details, and the remarkable appeal that drives its current worth of huge amount. The year 1965 was a pivotal one in the United States. The country was undergoing significant social, political, and economic changes. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum, pushing for equality and justice for African Americans across the nation. At the same time, the U.S. was embroiled in the Cold War, and tensions were escalating globally. Domestically, the economy was seeing rapid growth, but there were also challenges, particularly in the form of inflation and increasing costs of living. Amid this backdrop, the U.S. Mint continued to churn out coins for circulation, with the Jefferson Nickel being an enduring symbol of the nation's identity. The Jefferson Nickel had been in circulation for decades by 1965. Introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, the Jefferson Nickel was a lasting tribute to one of the United States' most revered founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the coin featured a portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and an image of his home, Monticello, on the reverse. It was a design that resonated with the American public, emphasizing themes of liberty, leadership, and the American dream. But what made the 1965 version of the Jefferson Nickel stand out? While the design of the coin remained unchanged from earlier years, the political and social atmosphere surrounding its production contributed to the coin's historical significance. During the early 1960s, the U.S. Mint began to experiment with different approaches to coin production in response to various economic pressures. This included changes in the composition of certain coins, as the rising cost of precious metals made it more expensive to mint coins with high copper and silver content. However, the Jefferson Nickel itself remained a stable, affordable option for everyday transactions. The minting of the 1965 Jefferson nickel took place primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, but coins were also produced at the Denver and San Francisco mints. While the total mintage of the 1965 Jefferson nickel was substantial, the coin's appeal to collectors largely revolves around its condition and rarity in high grades. Like many coins, the 1965 Jefferson nickel was used in circulation for years, which led to many examples becoming worn and damaged over time. However, it is the coins that were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition that hold significant value in the numismatic world. The 1965 Jefferson Nickel's value is inextricably linked to the state in which it has survived. Coins that have been graded highly by professional grading agencies such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are considered to be in the best condition and are highly coveted by collectors. The Sheldon scale, which ranks coins on a scale from 1, poor, to 70, perfect, is used to assess the quality of these coins. An MS 65, mint state 65, coin is considered to be in great condition, with minimal wear, while coins graded MS 67 or higher are considered to be of exceptional quality. In the case of the 1965 Jefferson nickel, coins graded MS 67 and higher are particularly rare, making them extremely valuable to collectors. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1965 Jefferson nickel. The obverse, which features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, is an iconic representation of one of the most important figures in American history. Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, the third President of the United States, and a key architect of the American Republic, was the perfect choice to appear on the nation's 5-cent coin. The likeness of Jefferson on the 1965 coin is a continuation of the tradition set by earlier editions, with his face depicted in profile, exuding both dignity and intellectual rigor. The reverse of the 1965 Jefferson nickel continues the theme of honoring Jefferson's legacy by showcasing his plantation home, Monticello. This design was inspired by Jefferson's deep connection to the land and his architectural genius. Monticello, located in Virginia, was Jefferson's home and is widely considered to be one of the most iconic buildings in the United States. The coin's reverse shows a detailed depiction of the Monticello building, with the words Monticello, e pluribus unum, and 5 cents inscribed, further solidifying the coin's connection to the nation's history and ideals. The minting of the 1965 Jefferson nickel, like other coins, was subject to certain challenges. The 1960s saw a significant change in the economic landscape, with inflation and rising costs putting pressure on the U.S. Mint. These economic conditions prompted the Mint to look for cost-saving solutions, particularly when it came to the composition of coins. However, despite these changes, the Jefferson nickel remained a constant in everyday commerce. It was a reliable and widely circulated coin, used by Americans in countless transactions throughout the decade. What makes the 1965 Jefferson nickel even more special is its condition. As with many coins from the mid-20th century, the 1965 Jefferson nickel was struck in large numbers and circulated widely. While some of these coins may have been lost to time or significantly worn, others were kept in pristine condition by collectors who recognized their potential value. These high-grade specimens have survived decades in impeccable shape, which is one of the main reasons why they now fetch remarkable sums at auction. In fact, the 1965 Jefferson nickel has seen a dramatic increase in its value over the years, particularly for high-grade specimens. While the face value of the coin has always been 5 cents, its numismatic value is a different story altogether. The most stunning example of this rise in value came when a 1965 Jefferson nickel graded MS 67 sold at auction for a remarkable $220,520. This sale shocked many in the numismatic community, as the coin had far surpassed its initial face value and was now worth over $200,000. What made this particular coin so valuable was not just its condition but also its rarity. Only a small number of 1965 Jefferson nickels were preserved in such pristine condition, and these coins have become a holy grail for serious collectors. This significant auction result was not just a fluke, it was a reflection of the growing interest in rare, high-quality coins. The world of coin collecting is an ever-evolving market, and collectors are constantly searching for the next hidden treasure. Coins that are in excellent condition, particularly those that are over 50 years old, become increasingly rare as time goes on, and this rarity drives their value. The 1965 Jefferson Nickel, with its rich history and enduring design, is a perfect example of this phenomenon. As we look toward the future, the 1965 Jefferson Nickel will continue to be a sought-after piece of American numismatic history. Its value will likely continue to appreciate as more collectors recognize the rarity and beauty of the coin. Additionally, the legacy of Thomas Jefferson, whose image graces the obverse of the coin, will continue to resonate with those who admire his contributions to the United States and the world. In conclusion, the 1965 USA Jefferson 5-cent coin is a captivating and valuable piece of American numismatic history. From its timeless design to its fascinating history and remarkable condition, this coin has earned its place in the hearts of collectors. Whether it's the coin's connection to Thomas Jefferson, the iconic image of Monticello, or its surprising rise in value, the 1965 Jefferson Nickel offers a glimpse into the rich tapestry of American heritage. With a value of $220,520 for high-grade specimens, this coin serves as a testament to the enduring appeal of U.S. coinage and the passion of the collectors who seek to preserve it for future generations.